Good morning, students. Today our topic is MS PowerPoint and it is Unit 3. Unit 3 basically contain three different programs or basically we can see that software regarding to MS Office. So Microsoft is one of the program related to MS Office. So in this video we will discuss about Microsoft PowerPoint. So what is Microsoft PowerPoint? Microsoft PowerPoint is a computer application program written by Microsoft. That's why it is called the Microsoft PowerPoint, and it mainly used to design for presentations. So in this video, we see different aspects of PowerPoints, different features, different options which are available in PowerPoint. So let's start. So that's why, in short, we also called it as MS PowerPoint. So first of all, how to start MS PowerPoint. So first of all, go to just start button where all programs are there, and you have to select Microsoft Office because MS PowerPoint belongs to MS Office, means Microsoft Office. And then click on the all programs, or you can search for Microsoft Office from the sub menu and click it. Yes, you can see as there is a MS Office. So search for Microsoft Office 2010 from the sub menu and click it. After that, you can easily see that there is a Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. There are different versions of PowerPoint: 2003, 2007, 2010, 2010. Most of the organization use more PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. So we will discuss here. So we are going to discuss here Microsoft 2010 only. So this will launch by the Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 application, and you will see the Microsoft presentation window. Now, when you just click on that MS PowerPoint, you can able to see the presentation window. So that is MS PowerPoint here. Now there is another method to open PowerPoint. Okay, I will give you the idea of that. Just right click of the mouse and just go to new. Just after that, and can easily see that there are the different programs, and you can select Microsoft PowerPoint out of them. This is Microsoft PowerPoint 2003. Different versions are available here: 2003, 2007. So give the name of the file. Now this file is stored on desktop. You can easily see. You can check the property of this file. This is a PowerPoint file, and the extension of this file is .ppt, where you can check the type of the file. So ppt. So ppt.ppt is the extension of the file. Always remember the extension of the PowerPoint is .ppt. And you can also go to all programs just like that, as I told you earlier, and go to MS Office. These are the different programs, and pick Microsoft PowerPoint here. Microsoft PowerPoint 2007 is there, so you can just click on that. Microsoft PowerPoint 2007 will be open. There are some new features in Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, but almost most of the features are same as that of the most of the options are same as that are in Microsoft 2007. So now let us take a quick view of window. So when you just open the Microsoft PowerPoint, it looks like this, and these are the different options available. So this is all about explore window of explore window in PowerPoint. First of all, file tab, and then home ribbon is also there, title bar, slide area, and help. You can also see this by point where the arrow points out. These are the different options available in MS PowerPoint. File tab, just right corner, and at left corner help is there, and bottom you can easily see that zoom option is there. Zoom option is there to zoom the PPT. Then slide views, different types of slide views are there. Note section, and quick Excel toolbar and slide tab. Basically these are in upper part of the slides, but now you can easily see that quick access toolbar, and this is quick access toolbar, first arrow, and then second arrow that is on right hand side gives a slide tab. Now what is the function of these tabs? So let us take them one by one. First of all, let us talk about file tab. So this tab opens the backstage view, which basically allow you to manage the files and setting in the PowerPoint. You can save presentations, open existing ones, and create new presentations based on blank on predefined templates. The other file related operations can also be executed from this view. So basically file tab is used to open an existing file, or you may also create a new file using file tab. So both of the options are available in this, and this tab opens the backstage view. Okay, so you can save your presentations, open existing one, also you can also create new presentation. So all these are options are available in file tab. So open a file, close a file, create a new file, save a presentations. These all options are available in file tab. These are the main options that are available in file tab. Next is a ribbon. So that is a ribbon you can easily see here, and the components of the ribbon are basically divided into three basic categories, and these are tabs, groups, and commands. Tabs, groups, and commands. So these are the three main components of a ribbon. So tabs they appear across the top of the ribbon and contain group of the related commands such as home, insert, page layout are the example of the ribbon tab. And groups, they basically organize the related commands. And when we talk about the commands appear within the each group as I mentioned above. So there are the three important parts: tabs, groups, and commands. You can easily see on a screen. Home, insert, page layout, these are the different tabs. Groups are basically the organized and related commands, and commands appear within the each group of the mentioned above. Second is title bar. Next is title bar. As the name suggests, title bar basically show the title of the PowerPoint presentation. So basically it is the top section of the window. It shows the name of the file followed by the name of the program, which in this case is Microsoft PowerPoint. So this is, first of all, this is the top section of the window. Second thing, it shows the name of the file followed by the name of the program. So first of all, it shows the name of the file followed by the name of the program, which in this case obviously it is a Microsoft PowerPoint, and you can easily see on the screen. That is a title bar here. So name of the file and name of the program. Next is slide area. Next one is slide area. So what is slide area? This is the area where the actual slide created and edited. Actually, all the works are done in the forms of the slides in PowerPoint presentations. So this is the actual area where you can create and edit your files, and you can edit, delete, or even you can insert text, images, shapes, multimedia in this section. So these all options are basically the part of the slide area. You can easily see that this is the slide area where you can create and edit your PPTs. Next is help section. And the help icon can be used to get PowerPoint related help anytime you need it. So just click on the question mark on the left corner, top left corner, and open the PowerPoint help window where you have a list of common topics to browse them, and you can also search for the specific topic for the search bar at the top. So different options are available which gives you a help related to PowerPoint presentations, and when you just click on that question mark, so different types of topics are available there, out of which you can select any one of them as per your choice, as per your requirement, and this will guide you to solve that problem. You can easily see that that is the help option. And these are the different options that are provided by help. What's new, activating PowerPoint, initializing, getting help, file management, getting started in PowerPoint. You can browse by topics. Whatever research, that type of help will be provided to you by MS PowerPoint. Working with tables, working with charts, working with, so all these types of helps are there. Next is zoom options. Zoom option is basically at the bottom left corner, and as the name suggests, you want to zoom in, zoom out your PPTs, then it is possible because of the zoom option. So zoom control let you zoom in for a closer look at a text, and the zoom control consists of a slider that you can slide left or right in zoom in or zoom out. There are two options, and you can click on the minus and plus buttons to increase or decrease the zoom factor, and the maximum is 400% and minimum, and the generally it is 100% to indicate the mark in the middle. The mark in the middle is 100%. This option is also there in MS Word. So this is the zoom option. You can see that this is the zoom option in MS Word, and you can see that zoom in and zoom out options. Middle is 100%. So you can increase or decrease the size of the content of the web of the page. Similarly, this is work in case of PPT. So same function is there in MS PowerPoint. Next is slide views. How can we view our slides in PowerPoints? So there are three different views. There are three different slide views in MS PowerPoint, and the option you can see just near about zoom option. So the group of the four buttons located on the left of the zoom control near the button of this near the button of the bottom of the screen. So near the bottom of the screen you can see the slide views, and there are three different slide views: normal layout views, slide sorter views, and reading views. And the important thing is that we can only edit our slide in normal layout views. We are not able to make a change in using slide sorter view or reading view. So these are the three different views in MS PowerPoint. First of all, normal layout views. So this displays page in normal views with a slide on the right and the list of the thumbnails to the left. And these views allow you to edit individual slide and also rearrange them. So you can edit and rearrange all the slides regarding to a presentation. Next is a slide sorter view. Basically, this displays all the slide as a matrix form. So different slides are represented in the forms of a matrix, and this view only allow you to rearrange the slide but not edit the content of each slide. So you can rearrange the slide using slide sorter view, but you cannot edit the content of each slide. So that is the use of slide sorter view. And third one is reading view. This view is like a slide show with access to the window task bar in case you need to switch windows. However, like the slideshow, you cannot edit anything in the view. So you cannot edit anything on the reading view, but you can switch window using reading view. So these are the three important views related to MS PowerPoint, and always remember that we can edit the presentation using only normal layout view. We cannot edit using slide sorter view or reading view. And this is a very important question regarding to PPT as far as theory exam is concerned. So sometimes it is asked that what are the different views available in PowerPoint presentations. So these are the three different views: normal layout views, slide sorter views, and reading views. And we can arrange the slides both in normal layout views and slide sorter views, but we can edit only in normal layout views. Next topic is notes section. First of all, let us see. Here is the slide view. You can easily see that near of zoom options. These are the different slide views, and you can pick one of them. Next is note section. So this section allow you to add notes for the presentations. So these notes will not be displayed on the screen. Will not be displayed on the screen during the presentation, and these are just quick reference for the presenter. So you can make note about each slide, but these notes will not be displayed on the screen during the presentation. That is an important point regarding to note section. And note section is near to slide views. Just above the slide view, you can easily see that is the note section views. Next is the quick access toolbar. So the quick access toolbar is located just under the ribbon, and this toolbar offers a convenient place to group the most commonly used commands in PowerPoint, and you can customize this toolbar to suit your needs. So mostly what happens in the PowerPoint presentation that you want to access some tools in a very quick fashion, then you can use quick access toolbar. So quick access toolbars provide you to access different tools quickly, and you can customize quick access toolbar. Whatever are the tools, you can you put in quick access toolbar, you can easily access them. So that's why it is called the quick access toolbar. So it is customizable. So the quick access toolbar is located just under the ribbon first of all, and this toolbar offers a convenient place to group the most commonly used commands. Second thing, yeah, and this is the quick access toolbar. Just see the arrow. Quick access toolbar is here. This is quick access toolbar, just under the ribbon. So this is quick access toolbar. And last, slide tab. Slide tab is there, and this section is available only in the normal view. When you just click on the normal view only, then you can able to see the slide tab, and it displays all the slides in a sequence, and you can add, delete, or rearrange the slides using slide tab. So this section is available only the normal view. First thing, when you work on the normal view, then you can able to see the slide tab. Second thing, it displays all the slides in sequence, and you can delete, add, or reorder slide from the sections using slide tab. Now just see the slide tab here. This is the slide tab, so all the slides are here. You can add, delete, or rearrange the slides. This is slide tab. Just look at the direction of the arrow. This is slide tab, so you can add, delete, or edit different slides. Next point is backstage views in PowerPoint. The next topic is backstage views in PowerPoint. So in Office 2010, Microsoft replaced the traditional file menu with a new backstage view. That is the difference between the previous version of PowerPoint and the Office 2010. So you can only see it in in Office 2010. So this view is not only offers all the menu items under this file menu, but additional details which makes management of a file a lot easier. So that is the main advantage of using MS PowerPoint 2010. This option is not available in 2007 or 3. So it is only available in MS Office 2010. Okay, next is how to access book backstage views. That is the question. Next question. So accessing backstage views. The topic. You can access the backstage views simply by clicking on the file tab, and you can exit this view by clicking on any tab including the file tab again, and you can also press the escape button on the keyboard. So this is the method to view backstage view, and just see, this is a file tab, and you can see here there is a info option which gives you information about the presentation. So that is backstage view. So it gives you additional information. Next topic is organization of backstage view. Now backstage view has basically three sections or panes. So first is, you can easily see that first, second and third you can easily see on the screen. See the direction of the arrow. You can easily see the first pane, second pane and third pane, or first section, second section or third section. These are the three different sections available in backstage view. So the first pane, let us talk about the first pane. This is a commonly pane which consists of all the commands you would typically find in the file menu of older versions, 2007 or 3, and you also have the option menu which lets you edit the options on the program, like customizing the ribbon. The first one is there. These are the different options: save and save as. So these are the different commands, and description is also given here. Let us talk about one by one. First of all, save command. This allows you to save a new file on or an existing file in a standard format. If you are working on the previously saved file, then it is also saved in that case. Next is save as. This allows you to specify the file name and the file type before saving the file. So if you want to make a copy of a previously existing file, then you can also create using save as. So two files are there, the same content but with different file name, using save as command. Next is open, close, info, recent. Open basically allow you to open a new PowerPoint files. Close basically allow you to close an existing file. Info displays the information about the current file. And recent list series of recently viewed or edited PowerPoint files. Then after new, allow you to create a new file. And so new allow you to create a new file using blank or predefined templates. Next is print, which allow you to select the printer setting and print the presentation. If you want to print the presentation, you can print by using print option. Next is save and send. So it allows you to share your presentation with larger audience via email. So if you want to save and send, just basically work as a save your presentation and share it with audience, emails or using web or cloud services. And next, point number 10, it is a help. So it basically provides access to the PowerPoint help. And point number 11, option 11, is options allow you to set various options related to the PowerPoint programs. And at last, exit the presentation and exit the program. Finally, if you want to exit the program, then you can just click on the exit button. So this is all about our today's lecture, in which we discuss some fundamental concept related to PowerPoint presentation. I hope you are able to understand this concept. So thanks for watching this video.